We know the famous color scheme of the major two parties in American politics. Blue is Democrats, and red is Republicans. It's been that way for as long as I've been alive. But should it be that way? I mean, how did we even get to this color coding system? The first color coding system in the United States was introduced in 1870s when Southern Texas developed a color coding system to help illiterate and Spanish-speaking voters navigate English language ballots. For no particular reason, Democratic leaders chose blue as a representative color, and Republicans chose red. But later, in 1888, Grover Cleveland adopted a new system to be colored in as an electoral map. He chose blue to represent Republicans due to its association to the Union and Lincoln's party, and red for the Democratic Party, since it contrasted with blue and was still a national color. And believe it or not, this was pretty much the status quo for the time being. Blue is Republicans, and red is Democrats. Simple. Easy as day. Even in the first broadcast for our electoral map in 1976 on NBC, red was used for Carter and blue was for Ford. And many networks at the time said that they were inspired by the British Tory and Labour parties that used blue and red respectively. Although, strangely, ABC used yellow to represent Republicans in the same election. There's no explicit reason why. They just probably did it because they wanted to be, quote-unquote, unique. It wasn't until the 1980 election where ABC changed it to the more familiar color scheme, again, kind of being unique, but they also did it for a simple reason that once you understand it, you'll see that it's both stupid and the most genius idea you can think of. Reagan, Republican, red. See? CBS followed suit in 1984, but our pal NBC was a little late to the game, only changing their electoral map in 1996, and even then, they only did it for consistency reasons, as they didn't want someone who was watching NBC to be like, hooray, finally, Bob Dole beat Bill Clinton. Wait a second. And in the election of 2000, we officially popularized the terms red state and blue state, which permanently cemented red Republicans and blue Democrats in our heads. But they were still the unofficial colors of the two parties until 2010, where both parties officially revealed new logos for their parties, rather than the unofficial ones of the Democratic donkey and the Republican elephant, to the more kind of... The only place that still uses the red Democrats and blue Republicans is David Leap's USElectionsAtlas.org, a very useful electoral map website that, aside from the colors, is really faithful. And that concludes our look into the U.S. presidential colors. Not much really to say. It's a short story. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to be notified when a future video comes out. And if you want to hear more personal opinion-based content, you can listen to my podcast, E Pluribus Unum's Fireside Chats. And if you like the content, be sure to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, go to my website, go to Real Progressives to, find out, because I posted one article on there.